we are still on Jenkins, and as much as possible, we want to optimize the automation capability of Jenkins. So due to that, we want to stop using this build now button and only limit it to when we are trying to set up to see how well we are going. Okay, that way we know we are optimizing the use of this platform. Now, what can we do to make that happen? We use the build triggers. This time around, we'll be focusing majorly on the use of webhooks. Okay, so to use webhooks, so let's see how we go about it. We go to this particular job we want to work on, then we click configure the way we've always been doing. So right here, we can choose to scroll down till we get to where we are going, or alternatively, click on build triggers to take us to where we need to be. In the previous sessions, we had looked at all the other triggers, right? Except for GitHub hook trigger for Git SCM polling. This is the most important trigger. So I decided to make this separate video for this so that we can see how it works and it doesn't get lost in the mix, right? So we want to click on this, right? Once you do this, and this is all you need to do in Jenkins, right? So you want to apply and save. Now, since this is all we did here, there is something important, right, that we need to do. The next thing we want to do is to go to GitHub, right? Because that's the source code management platform, the SCM, right? So, but how do you think we can link Jenkins to GitHub, since all we did there was just to check a box? We want to take this along with us during our trip. We want to copy the URL. We'll need this, okay? So now we want to go to GitHub. This is GitHub, and this is the application we are using, right? This is the source code and the pom.xml that we configured to work with. Let's just confirm that, right? Let's go to configure so you can see this and see what we have under Git. Source code management. You can see GitHub /ygl2324/web application. And that is exactly what we have here. So this is where we are working. Since we've confirmed that, you want to come here and let's save this. So you want to come here and right here, once you are sure you are here, you want to click on settings here. Settings, not the settings up here, right? Just so you know, not the settings, but the settings right here. And that's where we are. So you scroll down to your left, you see webhooks, right? You want to click on webhooks. Then you go to this point, you see add webhook. Once you add webhook, remember, we copied our URL. We are expected to put it here, payload URL. We paste it here. Now, we've pasted this. So this shows that there's a link between Jenkins and GitHub, right? So what else do we need to add to make this work? We want to specify what it is. So it's GitHub -webhook. And most importantly, you need to put a slash at the back. Otherwise, it will fail. It will not work. Okay, so let's do this. We want to select application/JSON. Okay, once we've selected that, we want to scroll down. So we want just the push event. If there's any push event, we want it to trigger a build, right? So this is automation at its best, right? Because we don't want to be involved in checking, we want to be sure that it's been pushed or something, you know. So once there's a push, it should activate. That is our intention. So I want to come here and click on Add Webhook. Add Webhook. So now that we've done that, you see that this is activated and we can see the check mark. Okay, so now what next? What should we do? Let's go back to Jenkins just to confirm some things. You can see we have a build here, just a build, right? You can see number one. Okay, so I want to come back here and do something important. So we are assuming that the developer, that you have come here to do a quick fix, right? A hot fix. So you come to GSPS. Okay, let's go back to where we are. So go one step at a time. You want to click on src/main folder directory. You want to click on web app. You want to make a hot fix, right? You want to click on JSPS. Then you click on home, right? So want to make a modification to this file. So we'll scroll down. Let's scroll down and make a modification to this. It should just be a full stop. Okay. So once we do that, we want to come down to commit changes. So once we commit the change, we want to come here, you see, a build has been triggered. So a build has been triggered automatically. So you can see we have a build and it's successful, right? You can see success. So if we come back here to make another modification, we come back here to make another modification. Let's say want to make a modification. Let's come up here and change this to ellipsis. Let's set to edit mode. Edit mode. Scroll down, right? I will set this to ellipsis. Okay. So we want to commit the change. So let's see what happens. We expect 3 to, okay, you can see build 3 is being triggered by the action we've taken. So that's about that on this very important trigger. So I hope you had a great time. See you in the next session.